Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Good to see you here again. So listen, just the other week, my wife and I went to the Renaissance Fair that was happening here in our town. And we really learned a lot of stuff. First of all, it was really fun. I'll have some video clips here during the video just to show you what went on and how it looked, but we had a really good time. We had a vendor tent. My wife sold her gnomes, her clay art. I sold some of my projects. I was actually quite surprised. My projects were in quite a demand, so it was really interesting, the things that people were looking for and what we had and the difference between the two. So a lot of the people that came to our tent, they were asking for tiles. And I've never made any tiles before. I don't know why, I just never did. So knowing what people want and being able to give that to them is exactly what I'm going to be focusing on here for the next little while. So we have a year to plan, to get projects done so that we can have that for the Renaissance Fair, because like I said, people were just really excited about these projects. So this is the project video I have for you today. These are some tiles, some dungeon tiles, game tiles that are super simple to make. If you haven't done this yet, you've got to try it, because wow, is it ever simple to make. And you can add different features to these tiles. They don't need to be just standard blank, dungeon tiles or game tiles. You can add a little bit of stuff here. So like the stuff that I added here, a little bit of chain, some wood, a little bit of moss growing, it just looks a little bit better than just your standard tiles. So anyway guys, let's go to the video and I'll show you how I did this. All right, my friends, we're going to start off the video here with some XPS foam. So I just cut these pieces of foam with my hot wire cutter. They're 4x4 inch. And the first thing that we're going to do here is we're going to mark off the spaces for the tile. And this I used just 1 inch by 1 inch, made it nice and simple. Just marked it out, drew the lines, actually kind of scored the foam a little bit. And then after that, what I did was I took my 3D printed roller, and this is kind of like a cobblestone sort of look, and just press nice and firm into the foam, and this gives a really cool texture. Nice and easy and looks great. If you don't have one of these, maybe either find one or print one yourself. Are they ever handy? So after that, after all the cobblestone look was done, took a razor and I scored the lines, and then took a pencil and drew the pencil through that, and that just gave it a real good separation for those 1 inch squares. And then after that, hot glue. This is going to be the side, or pardon me, that's the bottom, but this is going to be the side coming up on this one tile, just to give a little bit of an interesting look to these tiles. You can have all flat ones, that's cool. You can do whatever you want, you can make whatever you want, design it however you want. This is the idea that I had come up with. I thought it was pretty cool, and so this is going to be the centerpiece of all these tiles. So after that was done, it's all glued up. I took some Mod Podge and black paint, and I'm just going to go over this whole thing, and as you know, this is going to give it some stability, it's going to give it some durability for wear and gameplay. And so I'll tell you what, I'm going to finish painting this up, and I'm going to show you a clip of the Renaissance Fair, a quick tour. I hope you guys enjoy it. So that was our Renaissance Fair. You know, it's probably not as big as a lot of them, but this is only the second year that it's happened, and it was a really, really good time. So anyway, back to the video here. We took some foam here, just a small strip of foam, and I cut this out and started doing some wavy cuts on it and using my tweezers and making some wood grain into this. This is going to be the back, or the foundation for the chains on the back of the tile. So after that was done, just a quick paint. You know, this was just a brown paint, simple brown paint. You know, I didn't mix any colors, nothing like that. Did a dry brush and then a black wash on that, and it turned out really, really well. And then after that was done, the tiles were dry enough that I could do some dry brushing on this. And I used something different this time. Now the video shows this as really, really being white. It's not actually that white in person, but it does look really, really white. But what I wanted to say is I used a heavy body paint. I've never used that for a dry brush, but this really, really worked well. So from now on, that's what I'm going to be using for my dry brushing is this heavy body paint. I suggest you try it out if you haven't. It worked really, really well. So I'm going to finish these up, get them done, and here's another fight clip from the Renaissance Fair.
Valkyries will have pieces to pick up after I am done.
All right, everybody, thanks so much for watching the video. Really appreciate you joining me here. If you haven't already, please like and hit the subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. And I also want to say is if you have never been to a Renaissance Fair, go check one out. Find one in your area. Maybe you have to wait till next year now. That's cool. But go check it out. It's really interesting and it's really fun. Guys, we'll see you for the next video.